Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today I'm going to be taking a look at a demo for an upcoming game. This is Years of Division. Now this is a strategy RPG kind of mixed with an auto battler, but there's quite a lot of strategy to it in terms of what we can do to make sure that we're winning encounters rather than losing them. If anyone saw a series I did fairly early on the channel called Symphony of War, which is a very good game. I recommend you check it out if you're in any way interested about what you see here. But basically, you can, it's another one where you can control armies. You don't control the battles themselves, but kind of give yourself the opportunity through other means to win. That probably sounds a little vague, but we're going to jump right into it. I have played the demo before, but we're going to start a new game and work through all the tutorial stuff as well. I'll just do it at normal level, I think. Annaka, this is one of our main characters. Do you think the others will be back soon? They've been gone for hours. If it takes this long to catch dinner every night, we won't reach the capital in time. Be patient, Annaka. Our chairs will sit empty at the coronation. It'll be an insult to our new king. An international incident, all because our set can't be trusted to catch a few rabbits for dinner. Be patient. Hunting in the Hammer Grove is more difficult than chasing deer in the hunting grounds back home. Then we should have accompanied them. At the very least, we could have offered some guidance. Oh? Do you know a new hunting technique for catching rabbits with a sword? Or maybe you'd like me to clobber one with my axe? Or maybe... Enough. You've made your point. My point is that you need to relax, Princess. You may not think highly of your brother, but don't underestimate him. He won't disappoint us. Besides, Callan is there to help. The job is well in hand. Let's just enjoy the warmth of the fire and the sunset over the divide. I know, you're right, of course. I just don't like having to wait so long with nothing to do. Enter the bandits.
Hey boss, look at what I found. A couple of travellers alone by a campfire.
Travelling alone in times like these? Why, something bad could happen to him out on the road.
And look at all that jewellery. Oh, they'll be easy pickings, eh boss?
Just think of the gold they must be carrying. We'll drink well tonight. Go get 'em.
What, alone?
You scared? Now's your chance to prove you can handle yourself.
You got it, boss.
Bandits are under attack. Bandits here? We're just off the main road. We'll have to fight. Time to put my training to good use. They're too far away for us to reach right now. We'll move closer and wait for them to approach. You go first. I'll be right behind you. So you select units like this. In the tutorial, we can't really swap between them. We can only really do what we're told to, but ordinarily you can switch between things. You get 2 actions, I think. So you can move within the blue zone and attack adjacent squares, but there's also ranged characters who can attack further afield. We're going to move here though, which means we wouldn't have been able to attack. There's no one there to attack anyway, but just in case. I can't do it here, but generally you can also click on enemies to get an eye on their range of movement, which is sort of a key tactic for winning battles, letting people come to you. But we'll get into that a bit more. Good, now move you over. So I'll click on the over. We're told to move here, which we shall. Now it's the enemy's turn, and again, they'll kind of do their thing automatically. This guy, as the text said, he's kind of just waiting to see how it plays out. They're here. Time to make our move. I'll face him. He doesn't look so tough, and I could use the practice. Go. I'll watch your back. So we'll select Annaka. We're going to move adjacent. So he's turned red to show that we can attack him from this square. And I've got... Is the 4 just a hotkey? No, I can't remember what that is. Okay, when you're ready to attack, select the enemy by pressing left, which I did. So this is the order in which the attacks are going to happen. We get like a little preview of this before we finalize it, so we can see that we're going to attack. We're going to hit for 9 damage. It's a 100% hit chance that he's going to attack. Same damage to us, but with less than half chance of attack. There's other things at play here in terms of evasion stats, accuracy stats, as well as some other things that kind of affect who goes first in combat, but we'll get to these one at a time. So for now, that seems okay. So this plays out in the order that we were shown in the preview. We don't dodge that, despite him having a 50% hit chance. We attack, get our second attack. Only a 95% hit chance that time, but we did do it. Get some XP. Yes, that's how it's done. I did it, but he got hit in. I don't feel too good. You'll be okay. Keep fighting like that, and before long we'll have to tell Kalan you don't need a royal protector anymore. Ah, I don't think he'd ever agree to that. You're probably right. We've proven we're serious now. Let's hold our position and see if the other one wants to fight. So your phase ends automatically when all your units have taken a turn. We can end it now early, because remember Yova hasn't moved yet, by pressing N. So again, he's going to come to us now, presumably.
Ah, that idiot. Fine. Got to do everything myself. Come on, boys. Cover my back.
Okay, got some reinforcements coming. Both melee troops by the look of it. There are even more of them now, and it looks like they do still want to fight. Brave for bandits. I should have expected reinforcements. Still, I like our chances. We'll have to move in and finish it. I'm ready. This one won't land a hit. Watch me. So this is going to kind of show us some important stuff, I think. So yeah, so we're going to move closer to this guy. We're going to attack. But we can see... let's just read it. Yova, this doesn't look good. Why does he get to strike before me? I'm the one attacking him. This bandit must have good reflexes. Every unit has 2 stats that affect their speed in combat. Haste and reflexes. If the defender's reflexes score is greater than the attacker's haste, the defender gets the first strike. You can see your haste and enemy's reflexes by moving the mouse over the arrow icon at the top of the preview. So here we can see that Annaka's haste is 1, but the bandit's reflexes, which means that when he's attacked, he uses his reflexes, is 3. So even though I'm the one attacking him, those 2 stats mean that he gets to attack first. The other way around is if my reflexes are higher than his haste, if he attacks me, I would get to go first. But that's kind of one of the key ways you can manipulate the combat to go in your favour. So he gets to strike me first because his reflexes score is higher than my haste. It's worse than that. Having the first strike not only means he gets to attack first, it also means his strike is guaranteed to hit. Well, I can't beat him if he's guaranteed to hit me before I can even swing at him. What should I do? Back off, I'll handle this one. My haste is better than yours, so I should be able to get the first strike against this enemy. Okay, then what should I do instead? You can focus for your turn. It'll heal your injury, but at the cost of some of your mana. So we cancel with right-click. I can cancel the movement as well. So if I click on Annaka here, I'll do focus instead. So she's going to convert 10 mana into some health, I think. There we go. Good, she's healed. Now we're going to select Yova. I can't see her stats here. Later on, when this bit's the tutorial's over, by hovering over allies and enemies, you can see their stats, the relevant ones. But anyway, by attacking, we can see that Yova's haste is 4, which beats the bandit's reflexes stat of 3. There you see, my haste is better than my opponent's reflexes, so now I have the first strike and my strike is guaranteed to hit. And Yova's hitting for 12 damage, and this guy has 18 health. He's going to hit back, so he's going to do 9 in reply. But then Yova's second hit, it's only 80% chance to hit, mind you, should hopefully be a kill. Always keep a close eye on haste and reflexes in combat to make sure you're picking good fights. Remember, you can move a mouse over the icon at the top of the combat preview for a breakdown. I understand. The attacker gets the first strike if their haste beats the defender's reflexes, and the defender gets it if their reflexes beat the attacker's haste. That's exactly right. And if the attacker's haste and the defender's reflexes are tied, the attacker gets the first strike. That's good info as well. Now let's end this. Okay, so we're going to attack. Cromp. He'll probably hit her. He does, yeah, 100% chance. And he does take the second one and dies. Experience seems to be earned by the unit that gets the kill as opposed to being like a shared pool that you get in some games. Alright, they're close now. Let's move in and use what we've practiced to finish them off. I'm ready, but wait! How can I know the haste and reflexes scores of my enemies? I'll need to know that if I want to make sure we're getting the first strike. You can view any unit's stats by moving the cursor over them and pressing Shift. That works for allies and enemies alike. There's an even easier way. You can hold the Q button to see the haste and reflexes of all units at once. Okay, good. So we'll show that now. We've got victory and defeat conditions. If I press Q, we can see that we're going to want Annaka to take on the Axeman. Yova to take on this duelist here, because 4 will beat 3, and 1 and 1 will tie. So let's do this first. So, little preview, 9 damage. She's going to probably take 8 in reply, but then the second hit should kill him. Can he dodge? Ah, yeah. There he goes. Right, so let's get Yova to do this guy. Now what's Crush? Attack with a melee weapon with +6 damage and -6 haste. Well, we don't want to reduce our haste because we're relying on that. So yeah. So we can see he's going to take 12 damage. It won't kill him, so he'll get a hit in reply. But that's okay. I wondered if he might dodge that one, but no, we're okay. Good work, it's over now. Thank you, Yova. My first real battle. I always knew it would feel different than training. It was even more thrilling than I expected. The adrenaline is... oh, it's unimaginable. Frightening too, though. It was startlingly real, having someone actually trying to kill me. You get used to it. I hope you're all hungry, because we caught a great haul. Arset, pay attention. There's blood everywhere. This is obviously the scene of a battle. We'll need to work on your situational awareness when we get back.
Princess Annaka, you okay? What happened?
I'm alright, Canan, thank you. Bandits assailed us and we were forced to fight. Nothing we couldn't handle. They were brazen, though. Something has them feeling confident.
Bandits? Did the Tarakman stop patrolling this road?
We've never had trouble on this road before. Yet I can count the number of patrols we've seen since crossing the divide on one hand. Something isn't right. I'm glad you're both all right. Is the fire still lit? You can tell us the story of your victory over some delicious flame-roasted rabbit. Oh, goodness, with all the excitement of battle, I'd completely forgotten how hungry I was. Yes, by all means, let us eat.
I'm sorry, Your Highness, but I don't think we should stay here. This road's not safe. We need to move our camp somewhere more hidden.
He's right. Where there are a few bandits this bold, there will be more. Of course, you're right. Thank you both for your counsel. We'll pack up camp and eat later. But my rabbits! Don't worry, they'll still be good later. And I'll tell you what, if we make our camp near some bearded elm, I'll show you a secret Darakman smoking technique. I mean, may as well save and continue. This is all from my previous play. At last, we've reached Baelus, and in good time too. We should be able to rest a day here before pressing on to Darak Mamar for the coronation. And welcome rest it'll be. Hiking through the brush is much harder on the feet than walking on the road.
You'll be fine if you'd worn boots instead of sandals like you were told to. The road was too dangerous. We needed to avoid hitting more bandits.
Yeah. Say, Yova, what was the name of that bakery we visited last time we passed through? Something's not right here. Where is everybody? It's true, the streets of Baelus are usually bustling with traders and craftsfolk. Looking around now, you'd almost think nobody lived here at all.
Stay on your guard. This smells like trouble.
Ooh, that's a lot of enemies.
Well, what are a bunch of Kales doing here at a time like this?
A time like this? What do you mean by that, sir?
Stay back, Annaka, or I'll handle this. Explain yourself now, stranger.
I'm sure the General will explain everything once I hand you over.
That'd be a big mistake. These are the Princess and Prince of Kalia. You won't lay a hand on them.
Princess? Prince? Oh, my lucky day. I'm going to be a hero. A rich hero. Get 'em, boys.
Kalan, what's all this about? Attacking us in the streets of Baelus? Who are these people?
I'm not sure. They don't look like soldiers. Maybe it's some kind of...
Enough talk. Draw your weapons and defend yourselves. We'll figure this out later. I'll lead the way. My bow's a ranged attack, so I can hit enemies 2 or 3 spaces away, even over a wall. I'll show you. Protect Arset by moving the cursor to him and pressing voila. Okay, so he's got this movement, and as you can see, when he's this far from an enemy, or this far, he can attack. Luckily, there's a wall here, so this guy won't be able to run up and attack us. We'll do as suggested, and we'll attack. There again, you can see his range, and in terms of order, He's doing 12 damage. This guy has 12 damage, so in theory that should be a kill. He's taking cover, and what that does is it reduces your chance of hitting. So even though he had 90% chance, I think it's scripted that he misses one. What? Why did I miss? When it is your enemy's turn in combat, if their weapon cannot counterattack at the same range as yours, they spend their turn taking cover. When your enemy takes cover, they reduce your chance to hit with subsequent attacks. So my enemies will take cover anytime I attack with my bow? How can I stop them? You need to make sure to hit them before they have a chance to take cover by keeping your haste high. You need to be careful. Just as a melee opponent can't counterattack against your bow, you won't be able to counterattack if enemies get too close to you.
Princess Annaka, why don't you focus on the left side? While Yova and Arset both have good haste scores, my training with you has focused on reflexes. That means you and I will be faster at counterattacking than we are at attacking. It's time to put that training into practice.
I'm ready. What should I do?
If you want to counterattack an enemy, you need to stand inside their attack range. You can see the attack range of an enemy by selecting them.
So let's select this guy. So that's where he can move and attack. You can help you avoid attacks, or you can also press B to see the attack range of all enemies. For now, move Annaka into the enemy's attack range. So if I move her... I wish I could move her here, but I can't. It's saying to move her into the forest. And when you terrain does affect things. So in this forest, we can see in the bottom right, when you're standing in forest, it means you have plus 25 to evading magic, plus 3 defense versus magic, plus 10 to hit with melee, and plus 2 damage with melee. So it's a pretty good place to stand tactically, so we'll do that. I guess we'll wait.
Good. When the enemy's turn comes, Annaka should get the first strike. As for me, my knives let me fight in melee or at range, though not as long a range as Arset's bow. Yova and I can start with the archer to our right. If you want to see my stats or the stats of any unit, just move the cursor over and press shift.
Okay. So we will do that. Let's deselect him for a sec though. Okay, so yeah, so basically there's 2 types of attacker, it seems. There's someone like Yova, who's got high haste, which means they generally can attack an enemy first. And then you have guys with high reflex, like Annaka and Callan, and they kind of, the way you work them is to kind of position them near an enemy and kind of coax them to attack you, so you can hit them first. It doesn't always work, but you know, you have to sort of consider the enemy's scores in that regard as well. So we have high haste, he has low reflex, so this looks like a good one for Yova to attack, which we shall do. Only got 1 hit point. He actually takes cover because he's ranged, he can't attack. So she, although it did reduce her hit chance, but she got the kill anyway. Good, okay, so now it's just Callan. With this guy, we kind of want him to attack first. So I'm going to move Callan there. So he's kind of a tempter. He's bait basically for this axeman. There we go, that worked. The Callan attacks first, but he does get hit. Oof. Despite having quite low hit chance, that guy did land both hits, fortunately. Here we go, so 12 damage. That's actually a 1-hit kill because he had 12 hit points. So that's pretty good. In my test play, Annaka does become an absolute unit because they do level up as well. This explains about the terrain. We can see this guy's like in a little sort of turret fortification here, which gives a defensive bonus against melee, so you've got to sort of focus on doing ranged attacks against them. So this guy, again, he's got kind of the low haste, so I'm going to move Yova here, and we'll just finish off this guy. This was the one who got hit with the bows. He's only got 6 hit points. I'm a little concerned about Callan, though. If I move up here, what does the attack look like? I mean, I'm gonna see if we can get the 64% hit chance to miss. Come on, come on, come on! Yeah. It was a risk, but I had a feeling maybe that would be okay. It was probably scripted to happen, to be fair. Now, this guy. Click on him there. We can see he can move to all these places. He's low haste, high reflex, which is good for our purposes, I think. So what I'm going to do is move Annaka up to there and just stand by. Hopefully we're tempting this guy to come and attack there. I'm going to move our set around because we're going to want to sort of get a ranged attack on that guy if we can. So yeah, let's just end that turn. Now, he's decided to attack at range, as he can do with his knife, which isn't particularly good for us. Bit annoying, in fact. He'll get to attack first if she hits him now, so... No, I might move all the way up here. That's not really a fight I want her to get into. It's probably going to be able to hit her again, though, from distance, but... Right. Anywho, can we do a ranged attack on this guy? Yes, we can. So let's go there. Looks like he gets in 12 damage, and the guy can't do a lot about it. Yeah, I think we'll do another ranged attack with Callan there. That should be fine. There he goes. Now I kind of want to bring Yova as far up as she can. I expect Annaka's going to take another attack here. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, let's move you over and then get the kill because she's... So you got 13 HP. Yeah, she actually kills him in the first hit, so... Womp. Cool. Yova's got a level up. So this bit seems to be automatic. In that, you know, it'll do a little on one of these three things and you get one. I think it's random. It looks like a slot machine type thing, doesn't it? But at certain levels, you get like an extra bonus thing. We now get the chance to increase some of our stats. I can show you some recommended ones. Basically, for a character like Yova, you kind of want to concentrate on the power because might increases damage of attacks, potency increases effects of attacks based on... Yeah, this is like more like a magic attack thing. Con, though, is hit points as it sounds. Prowess can do sort of crit stuff. Haste is probably a good one to put in for her as well. Again, sort of tying into that first strike attack thing. Proactive attacker, if you like. So I'm going to do might. How many have I got? Does it show how many points I've got? It does give you a preview here of what the stat increase does as well, which is quite nice. Oh, I think that's given me... I think this 2 is how... Yeah, so that's how many points I've got total. So we'll pop the might up to 7. I'll add another con there. Dex... so dexterity is things like bow attacks and knives, I think, that sort of thing. Haste, as we've seen, and reflexes are those two stats that we've seen already. Evasion is your dodge chance, that's quite a good one as well. But I'm going to put 2 into haste, I think, actually. And then insight, accuracy as it sounds. Channeling is like magic attacks, that's how much mana you have. Defense is good, that's just a straight reduction on damage. And resolve is similar, but for magic attacks. So I'm actually going to give her some damage mitigation there, I think. Yeah.
I knocked on some doors and found some friendlier villagers to talk to. The news is grim, Your Highness.
Let's hear it.
They say the new king of Darakma, King Albert, has declared war on Kalia as his first act as king.
War? Why would he do that? Darakma's been an ally for 1,000 years.
I'm sorry, Your Highness, I don't know. The people I spoke to didn't know either.
A war? Then the people we just fought were...
Just aren't villagers. They say the Darakman army is offering a reward for captured Kales. The reward for either of you would probably be huge.
So the people of Bayless turned on us for gold? Is Darakman loyalty so easily bought? Watch your tongue. Loyalty is a luxury. You and I can afford it, but not everybody can. I'm sorry, Yova. Didn't mean you, obviously. Even if that explains why these people would attack us, it doesn't explain why King Albert declared war in the first place. I'm afraid we won't find out for some time, as we have to turn back now. We won't be welcome at the coronation any longer. if they are even still holding the coronation.
We should go right away. It's not safe for you and your brother to stay in Darakma.
It seems a night's rest in a warm bed was too much to hope for. We'll be all right, Annaka. This must be a mistake. Darakmans are our allies, whatever some new king says. We'll get home, and then we'll get to the bottom of this. I hope you're right. Yeah, may as well save that.
Enemies are approaching the bridge. Cleric, get over here.
I am here, Captain. The moment has arrived, and now you must decide. Will you truly enforce this blockade? Will you truly give the order to attack Kaelig travelers just trying to return home?
Only if they don't surrender. You're not going to cause a problem for me, are you?
If you're asking me if I will attack these travelers, I will not. You are too cavalier in ordering this act of senseless violence. You need to remember the tale of Isaac, the stable hand. It teaches that virtue is found in the...
What I need is for you to fight, not tell stories. You're a soldier, and I expect you to follow orders.
I am a cleric first, and my orders come from far above you. This war does not make sense. A Modaris would not want it. I will not attack these innocents, and I will not take orders from one who has no respect for the teachings of our Lord.
You need to get used to the idea that the Kaels are your enemies now, whether you like that or not. Get out of my sight. Ugh. I'll see your discipline when the battle is won.
The Darakman army has blockaded the bridge. We'll need to find another way.
Is there another way? We need to cross the divide to return to Kalia. The nearest crossing is at Dorega. It is a few days' journey south. I'm not eager to delay our return. If this bridge is guarded now, won't that bridge be guarded by the time we arrive there?
That does seem likely.
Doesn't that mean we have to fight the Darakman army? I think it's our best option. Yova, will you be all right? Don't worry about me. I'm not happy about having to do this, but I left the Darakman army long ago. My loyalty is with you now. Thank you, Yova. That means a lot to me. It had better. Now let's go. We have a tough fight ahead of us.
Yova, that enemy is quite close. I think we can use that to our advantage if we flank them.
Good idea. You go first and I'll follow up. So select Kalan and position him near the enemy. Yeah. Order Kalan to stand by. This will pause his turn and let you move other units, okay?
Okay, Yova, I'm standing in position. Because I use stand by instead of wait, I'll be able to move again after you defeat the enemy. To earn the flanking bonus, you need to make a melee attack from the far side of this enemy.
I'm on my way then now. Okay, so Yova to here. So we attack.
Perfect. Now that we're standing on opposite sides of the target, Yova is earning the flanking bonus. Flanking grants a bonus to hit chance and haste. You can see the details by moving the mouse over the flanking icon.
So base 6, flanking 4 giving her a total of 10, and this guy has 0 reflexes. But it does say if your haste is greater by 5 or more, you strike first and second. So he's not going to get a chance to hit back. That's going to do 32 damage. He is 23 HP, so that should be fine. Because of the... Yeah, they've just explained that. Right, do it. Cool. Easy. Now let's press on and break this blockade. Good. Okay, so we can move Kalan again now because he only stood by, but it obviously has affected his range. So what do we got? We got this guy, obviously an archer. So a mountain is evade ranged and plus defense versus range. That's probably quite a good spot for him to go to because we have got this archer here. We'll wait. It's probably best if we use our archer to hurt their archer. So from a forest, that improves melee chance to hit. How much health has this guy got? 12? We might be able to kill him actually. So let's go here. Attack. So he's doing damage back, but we should get the kill. He's only going to do about 3 damage to us by the look of it, so that seems okay. Right, so this guy down here, he's high reflex, but low haste. So yeah, we want him to attack us. So I think if we were to move here, I think we'd bait him into doing that. Yep, one hit. One hit wonder. And she levels up, which happens straight away. Level 2 now. So this thing that gives counterattacks for your crit bar 30% faster. She already had that, but we've got an extra power bonus here. So in her case, she's got high dex, high reflexes. The dexterity is damage of attacks, which is what we want. So if I do that, you can see she's going up from 11 to 13. We get an extra point for doing a second one. We want reflexes up. That's kind of her main stat, if you like. For deciding if she goes first in combat. And it wouldn't hurt to have a bit more evasion, I think, so I might take those 3. Not worth it for her. We'll take some more con. Probably filling our critical bar. I think we find out in a bit what critical bar is and does, as it sounds, I think. I think probably her filling it faster is good. And one of these... I think I'm going to keep her hit chance up. Yeah, I didn't really recommend that, but I'm going for it. Now this is quite cool. So it's going to explain it, I think. Look, a golden rabbit! I've heard stories that whoever can catch and defeat one will receive a blessing. We should try to defeat it if we can. Golden rabbits! Whichever unit defeats a golden rabbit will become permanently stronger. They will try to escape the level. You can move the cursor over a rabbit to see where it will move this round, and you can select it to see where it will escape. So it's going to aim to go here. It's got to run through us, basically, so we will be able to get this. Pretty sure of that. Now this guy... Now he's going to be good with melee, which doesn't help us enormously, but I think if we attack with Yova, she's got high haste, remember, she might be able to kill him before he even really gets a chance to do anything. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, he's got 14 health and she hits for 16, so that's going to be over pretty quick. Romp. Now I would like to try and get him around there. I mean, he can't get into a position where he can attack anyone this round, so let's move our set around there. Wait. I might pop him in the fortification. This bowman's probably going to come over and hurt us. Oh, we've got Annaka as well. Remember, this is the guy who can attack from range as well. I think if she comes here, and does she focus? Yeah, let's focus. That's okay. She has lost a bit of health, so. As expected. Might miss the second. Nope. Oh well. You've moved a long way. Right, this is an elite up here, incidentally, but we'll get to them in a minute. So down here, I don't like her attacking first on this guy. Tempted to move her onto this guy. Her haste beats his reflex. They'll have a bit more evade and take less damage, but let's see what that attack looks like. Yeah, she'll take 4 damage, but it looks like that should be a kill. I think that orange bar at the bottom, I think that's the crit bar. I'm not certain on that. He's probably going to come up and attack her. I don't think there's a lot we can do about that. I think we want to come up here with Callan and just kill this guy. He won't be able to defend himself, so... Watch us miss now. No, that's good. Is he level? Ooh, nearly. So... He'll come up and attack, and if we have our set there, he may help us to... I mean, he might as well wait, because we've got to wait for him to move up anyway. Let's move Yover up as well. I'm pretty sure this guy just stays where he is. .76%. Isn't he doing 2 damage anyway? It's not that bad, is it? Okay, I don't... Arset can't hit from there, can he? Oh, yeah, maybe he can. Ah, he's just in range. Yeah, good. Yeah. Should be a kill. Leveled up. So these are the points you get to upgrade with, and you can see that you get an extra one as well. Wherever that lands. 2 might does put his damage up a little bit. I think we want his crit bar going up, and I think... Might as well give him some more health. But this is kind of the... I only improved it by 1 as well. Bit tough. I mean, I guess we'll give him more haste too. Just wondering if I take that off and... That puts it up to 10, so I might move it from con to might there. Still want him critting wherever possible. And one of these, probably the accuracy. Right. So I think Yova has to be the one to attack this. She gets a pretty powerful permanent upgrade. So +2 might. And when you get the rabbit, you get +1 to all of these things automatically. So her might's looking pretty good already, it must be said. Yeah, so 20 sounds pretty good. I'll give her more con as well. Both into haste, and we don't want her reflexes to be like terrible, but I'm still going to put some into evade, I think. Accuracy, yeah, accuracy and defense, I think. Oh, that sounds good. So she's pretty tanky now. I can't. So hang on. Oh man. Hang on, move back, because that wasn't what I wanted to do. I'm trying to move the screen about, okay. So, yeah, this is what I want to see. So he's got... okay, so his haste is lower than his reflex. I'm going to pop him here. And then if this guy just decides to come out and attack him, you know, he's got to be pretty good. I might move Annaka there as a little bit of bait as well. Here he comes. Not doing a huge amount of damage to him. Oh, he missed though. That's good. He's got a very low hit chance. He missed both of those. Okay, he's getting lots of speed this time. Does that do anything? Well, it does put his damage up. Tempted to give him more con. Because he is a melee, basically a melee character. Move that up though. Or if I put another one in invasion, I might put another one in evasion. Yeah, more accuracy. Hit chance is good. If Yova can get there, that should be a kill. Yeah. Just absolutely crushed him. You can level up again. What's that? Okay, that's a +1 to power. Another one would be good. Oh, but she gets an insight. Okay. So 3 power, so we're going to push that might up even further. I think leave it there. We'll put con up. Do want her critting. If increased effective attacks based on their potency rating and improves many spells. She hasn't got spells, so do the crit. Yeah, let's do haste. I'll put both into haste. Because the higher her haste is, the higher her chance of, or the greater her chance of being able to hit twice in a row, so yeah, pretty good. 2 here, we'll take accuracy and defense. There we go.
I've scouted across the bridge. It's not guarded on the other side. It should be safe for us to cross now.
Good, we'll cross without delay.
Forgive my intrusion, but I think I know your face. You are Princess Annaka of Kalia, are you not?
Keep your distance, stranger. Identify yourself.
Ah, you've just fought a battle. Of course you are suspicious of me. I should have started by introducing myself. I am Goland, a cleric of Madaris, god of Darakma. I was sent here to support the soldiers of Darakma in this holy war. A war with which I do not agree. In truth, I thought I would be able to prevent some of the fighting, but it appears I overestimated myself.
A holy war? Forgive my sister's quiet. I'm Prince Arset and this is Princess Annaka. We're pleased to make your acquaintance, Goland. Yes, it is good to meet someone in Darakma these days who does not agree with the war. You said it was a holy war. Does that mean Darakma is attacking for religious reasons?
All I know is that we were ordered to support the conquest of Kalia in the name of Madaris. But I have spent my life in the service of Madaris, and I can say for certain that he would not want this war. I refuse to believe it.
Then why attack?
Maybe King Olbert is using Madaris' name as a pretext for war.
I do not know enough to say, but I am friends with a bishop named Alamet who runs a temple in the south of Darakma. He is a good man and well informed. He would know the truth of this so-called holy war. I plan to travel south to see him soon. I can no longer serve Darakma while they persist in this injustice.
We will go ourselves. Will you accompany us? It will make finding our way there much easier.
But Your Highness, we can't afford this detour. We must return to Kalia and tell the king what we've learned. It's not safe for you in Darakma.
Thank you for your concern, Canon, but this is something we must do. If we can learn more about the reasons for this war, then that is information Father will need in order to choose the right path for Kalia. I want to go home too, but if there is a war, then I cannot spend it hiding behind the walls of Kale City. I have to help.
You will make a wise queen one day, Annaka. If you have to do this, then I'm with you.
So, Goland, will you come with us? It would help us greatly.
It would be my honor. You know, Prince Arset, you remind me of the story of how Saint Olman found his way into the service of the king in ancient times.
I don't know that story. Tell me as we walk.
Gladly. You see, Saint Olman was simply born Olman, a sheep herder who hailed from the plains of...
That's my save.
Sir, we finished securing the temple as instructed.
Finally, this temple will be a thorn in our sides no longer. Sent to silence priests who question their own holy war. What a waste of my time. At least it's done now, and I can return to the capital.
Who's speaking, Goland? Welcome, new friends, to Aston Temple. You know they say this temple dates back to the first years of the Great War. Let me find Alamet and make introductions.
It's huge. The ceilings tower up into the sky. Is every Darakman temple so grand?
Every one of them. Have you never been to a temple of Madaris before, Kalan?
No, I haven't had much opportunity to travel. Only when traveling with Her Highness.
Goland, who are these people? They don't look like priests.
I don't know. Madaris, they look like soldiers. I pray that Alamet and the others are all right.
This is a trap. I should have known.
A trap? No, this is an outrage. Who are these people to sully this sacred hall with violence? How dare they defile this temple? I'm sorry. I allowed myself to become upset. But I am worried for Alamet. I know I have no right to ask, but please, will you help me save this temple?
Of course. I agree. Whoever these people are, it seems clear to me that they are ill-intentioned.
Thank you, both of you.
Sir, enemies have approached the temple. They look like Kales mostly, and a Darrickman cleric.
Gales. Ah, they must have a death wish. Destroy them. I've wasted enough time on this errand already.
Yes, sir.
Make it quick. I have more important work to attend to today.
The stairs in the corner there lead down to the cellar. If they're holding Alamet and the others, that's where they'll be. We have to hurry and reach those stairs. If Alamet and the others are still alive, they may be injured from the attack. There's still a chance I can heal them before it's too late.
All right, let's press towards the stairs and move quickly.
We'll need to have 4 action points available when we arrive to access the cellar, so make sure to plan ahead. My apologies, but I do not carry any weapons. I cannot fight as the others do. I can still help though. I know a handful of spells that should be useful in a fight. I can heal damaged allies when I am adjacent to them. I can also smite enemies from a short distance if those enemies are at full health. If you want to read more about my spells, you can see all the details by moving the cursor over me and pressing shift.
Okay. So we need to get to the stairs and not die. Oh, we need to do it before 9 rounds as well. Okay, so a bit of a race against time, this one. Okay, so let's have a look at what we got here. Now, these guys are interesting because they're magic users. We haven't seen those before. They can... yeah, I want to see what his spell does because they will whop us with those. When I did this before, we've got nasty actually. What do they got? So they're low reflex, so we want to hit them with like a high, well, not even a high haste, particularly. Anything should do it. How much health have they got? 10. I mean, that's not much, is it? Oh. Right, this guy, he can get 2 out there, so let's keep her on this side of this. So were we to attack that, he'll take 9 damage, take cover. We'll only have a 65% chance, but he's not going to hit us because he's a ranged character, so let's just see how that plays out. Oh, we hit. That's good. Yeah, I actually didn't get out with everyone alive when I played this mission before. I mean, they just get knocked out and come back later. It's not a permadeath or anything. But let's see if I can do a bit better this time round. Okay. So let's put damage up to 16's good. That does nothing for her, so let's put it into... prowess and con. I want to make sure our reflexes remain high as well. Yeah. Accuracy and yeah, defense. Let's do that. Okay. And this guy. Okay, we want to get rid of this archer as well. How much health does he have? He's got 21. I think I might want to bait him into attacking Kalan. Yeah, if we come here, this guy should come down and attack him. Don't think anyone else. I mean, I suppose the archer probably can come down and hit him, but probably not much I can do about that. How much health does he have? 17. Yeah, let's just come here and attack this guy. 18. Yeah, I should kill him. Okay. Now Goland is alright, but he's mainly a healer. He might come and sit there and attack her, so it's probably better to, even though she'll get hit, to make sure that we're the one being there. Goland, we want to make sure he's not getting hit, so let's bring him to say there or something. Okay, he's not doing quite as much damage as I'd hoped. Okay, yeah, he's taking quite a bit. We have got a healer in tow though, so... No damage. He's literally doing no damage because of her armor.
Ah, treasure chests. I don't know where Alamet and the monks have gone, but as we are fighting to end this senseless war, I know he would want us to take these treasures with us. To collect the treasure, we simply need to move a unit adjacent and choose the open chest option. We should do this to make sure to do this before defeating enemies, in case we don't have time to return. Good point.
11, I think if... hang on, it's 10 off, so... I think if we're here, we can do pretty good damage on this guy. Nice. And level. He gets +2 haste, it's good. And some extra speed. So yeah, let's see what we can get his damage up to 12. We'll put both those in there, to be honest. I think we'll keep his accuracy up, and it does put it up by 1, but I'll put that in there. Okay, so what have we got? So, an archer, got a magic use, another archer. Kalan's a bit low, so let's move adjacent and let's just say restores the health. Let's do a big heal on him. It's nice that the healers get XP for healing. Sense. So Kalan. You can actually stand in the water, but it's not good. It makes you easier to hit. And this guy. He's level 14. He does run away though. Maybe we send Yova up as just like a target, you know? She's got so much health and armor and stuff. Meanwhile, we can move Annaka into the fortification. It's just Kalan now. I don't really want to send him out on a limb. Doesn't have a huge amount of health, and he doesn't do a huge amount of damage either. He could kill this guy, but he's going to hit in range. He's going to hit in range, so maybe just leave him around this corner. Wow, 11 damage, I mean that's significant still even for her. Yeah, pretty low hit chance. Still does it. This is the second though, so that's okay. What's he doing? Okay. Very low hit chance here. Hoping for a couple of misses, to be honest. Yep. he's going to attack through the wall, is he? Oh! He does get a hit in. It's a heavy hit as well, but get rid of him first. Okay, now it's our turn.
This is taking too long. I need to return to the capital. These intruders are no threat. My reinforcements will handle them, and if they fail, it matters not. My job here is already done.
Yeah, I told you. Bug us off. Okay, Kalan's in a little bit of trouble, actually, I think. Come up and heal again. I think he should come up here and get this archer. Not a kill. But sure. Yeah, I think this bar, I think it resets on the map, but I think it persists during a battle, and then when it's full, you do a crit strike. I think. I don't think it's too complicated, really. So these have low reflexes, don't they? So I think we just come in. How did I do that? For some reason I thought I could attack from there. But obviously you cannot. One hit. Whack. This guy has very low reflexes, so even though she's only got one, this is still going to be her attacking first. Oh, going for Golan, eh? Reinforcements are arriving. Okay. So let's go use Annaka to open the chest, see what we get. A Might +2 crest.
What a rare find, an ability crest. Once the fighting is settled down, we'll have a chance to use this to make ourselves stronger. We can't use it right now, so it'll wait in storage until we have some downtime between fights.
She does still have movement, so she can do that. And he... Yeah, he's low haste, so if he attacks her, even though hers is only 2, she will still hit him first. This might be an issue, but I guess we'll see. He's got the most health. 27, 13, 23. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll send him down here. We can open this chest. A fatal rune.
Ah, what good fortune, we found a weapon rune. After the battle, we'll be able to use this to improve our weapons. We can't use it right now, so it will remain in storage until the battle is won.
I don't know if we're going to trigger this guy, so I might just move in there and then wait. I think we'll come here and just shoot him. I kind of want to make sure Golan's not going to get hit, so let's pop him in there. He might still get hit though. I'm not sure what these guys' range is. Wait. No, he's gone up there. I thought he might. She's going to tank this, but... Oh, he missed on a 78. Well, that's lucky. Okay, well, we want to get rid of you. You're quite scary, putting out 22 points of damage in one round. It doesn't really matter if he goes for Annaka or Duda there. I think as long as he attacks one of them, I think he basically dies. So. He's only got one haste, so I think as long as he isn't hitting our set, he should basically die. Does mean I don't really want them to be in attacking range. I've got to be wary of the spearmen coming up the back as well. I'll tell you what, focus to restore your own health. There we go. A bit more health than I was expecting. Oh well. We're still standing. +2 reflex, very nice. Let's move that up. Still might go for the con. He feels quite delicate still. Do that to bring his damage up. His reflex is high. Yeah, we might give him a bit more defense this time. I've still got one. I fill the crit bar faster. I feel like that's never going to be a bad thing. I want to see how far this guy can move, but let's bring our set all the way up there. I think I'm going to position. Let's just bring Golan up as far as we can. But this guy shouldn't be able to attack our set there. And we might just be able to get into the exit now, potentially.
The temple is secure again. Thank you all for your help. I found Alamet in the cellar. His wounds were grave, but I was able to heal him.
And the others?
I'm afraid I was too late to save them.
I'm so sorry, Goland. Did Alamet tell you anything?
He did, and I'm afraid it's bad news. As you know, Darakmar was formed millennia ago when the ancestors of our people were spoken to by the god Modaris. He told them they had been chosen to settle in a land he had set aside for them to the east. After some negotiation, they broke off from what was then the Kalic Empire, and all those who have seen the Great Vision moved east to form Darakmar. Since then, Modaris has spoken to each new ruler of Darakmar as they ascend to power. It is a tradition during the second vision, the new monarch asks Modaris if they are worthy to rule his land. Every time before this, Modaris has approved.
Did Modaris deny King Olbert's right to rule?
Quite the opposite, I'm afraid. The rumors Alamet shared suggest that during Olbert's second vision, Modaris instructed him that he was to rule more than the lands of the Chosen. He was to reunite the people Modaris divided all those years ago with a war of unification.
I thought you said Modaris was a peaceful god. Why would he demand something like that?
He is. Everything I know of Modaris tells me he would never ask for a war. I have no answer for you, Highness.
I see. Well, it does us no good to guess at the motives of gods. Arset and I must return now to Kalia and report what we've learned to our father. If you wanted to accompany us, Golan, we'd be honoured. I know Derekmar is your home, but you may be unwelcome to return after deserting the army.
Thank you, Prince Arset. I will accompany you and do what I can to help you restore the peace. Perhaps then I will be able to return home.
I'm glad to have you with us. We'll head west and cross the divide in the mountains near Gallows Rock. Hopefully the Darakman army won't be waiting for us there.
Ah, one other thing. Alamet gave me this to give to you. He hopes it will be useful for our journey.
Reward for completing chapter added precise rune to storage. I will save that. I think we'll just take a look at the weapon upgrade stuff. Look at these charming cottages. How quaint they look up here in the mountains. I had no idea people lived in this part of Darakmar.
It is a difficult lifestyle. Still, I think those who choose it do so because of that difficulty, not in spite of it.
Stubborn fools.
Stubborn maybe, but fools? These people simply know that the shade is fairest where the sun is hottest. Goat herding is noble work.
These people are goat herders. I take it all back. They're heroes. I don't understand. Do you know a goat herder or something, Yova? If you've ever seen her tear into a roasted goat, you'd understand. Darrickman Mountain goat is the finest roasting meat in all... Hold on, do you hear that? Trouble's coming. Oh, not again.
Well, what do you know? She was right. The Darrickmen stopped patrolling the border. Oh, lucky us. Take everything you can carry and burn the rest.
More bandits. We have to protect these people.
It's not that simple, Your Highness. These are no ordinary bandits. They look Devesi.
Who cares where they're from? They're attacking these people. We have to stop them. Callan raises a good point. We're in a tight spot here. The North Forest Accord prohibits us from engaging in hostilities against Devesi nationals. Legally, we're expected to withdraw. Of course, it's also supposed to forbid them from crossing the border through the mountains like this. I'm not sure what to do. These Darrickmans are our allies. You're not seriously about to choose a bunch of Devesi raiders over them.
These Darrickmen used to be our allies. Now we're at war. Are the terms of the Darrakel alliance even still valid?
Forget the alliance. The choice is between saving people and letting them die. You over-relax. This isn't that big a deal. It's a war. Some losses are inevitable. You taught me that. Troubling that you've absorbed my lessons about loss and sacrifice, while forgetting everything I taught you about duty and honour. You are royalty. You have a duty to the common people. Enough, all of you. Callan is right. We are royalty. Our actions will be seen as the actions of Kalia. You can't be serious. But Jova is right too. The Darrickmans are our allies and have been for 1,000 years. We mustn't let these people suffer for the mistakes of their new king. We'll fight to help them.
Don't you fear starting another war? The peace is still so young.
We're not the ones crossing the border and burning homesteads. If our actions here are misconstrued, well, that's a problem for another day. Are we done talking politics? There's mountain goats that need saving.
5 travellers face a horde of Devesi raiders, but they are unafraid. They do not change their route to go around the threat. They draw their weapons and prepare to face it. Well-to-do by their clothes, educated by their talk of politics, trained by the grip they take on their weapons. Who could they be? Stay back. You'd better start explaining who you are if you don't want to find out just how well-trained we are. You interpose yourself? A lover? A bodyguard? You wear a badge and speak with assumed authority. An official of some kind. I am Callan, a Gaelic royal protector. You will answer me at once. An official and a bodyguard. Excellent. Oh, me? Nobody. A humble and curious traveller. Like you, I'm offended by this attack on these homes. If you'll have me, I think I will fight at your side for this battle. Not a chance. Make yourself scarce, traveller.
Hold, Callan. Allies are few these days. Let us hear this stranger out.
You heard the lady, Callan. Why didn't you hear me out? I am a warlock, as a practitioner of combat magic. Here among the mountains, where we are closest to the font of magic in the sky. Spells do the most damage. I would be an asset to your team.
We are light on magic power, but Callan's caution is well-founded. What is your name, stranger? And why do you hide your face?
I have no name but stranger, and no face but this mask.
Everybody has a name. If you do not, what do people call you?
Call me whatever you like. Call me stranger, call me warlock. You must have a name for me, you may invent one.
Just make up a name for you, I could never... How about Gax? Arset? Well, I'm just trying to help. You can't just make up names for people and pick such a weird name. He said too, what's the big deal?
Aye, Gax will do just fine. Now come, let me prove myself to you in battle. What faster way could there be to earn your trust?
Very well, Gax.
Let us take some time before the battle to prepare ourselves.
Okay, so we do get a chance to see some of this stuff.
I see you have some treasure in storage. Retrieve from a past battle, perhaps. Well, it will not do you any good in storage. New to the life of adventure and treasure seeking are you? Worry not, I'll show you how to use it. To see unusual loot, start by selecting Manage Items. See you found a weapon rune. Powerful and flexible in equal measure. It'll let you strengthen your weapons. Let's have Callan use this one for now. These fangs of his look like they need a little more bite. To get to Kalan's inventory, select his tab.
Okay.
Good. Now somebody click and drag the rune from the storage area into one of the rune slots on Kalan's weapon.
Okay, so we can. This is kind of what he does. This is going to add to increase the crit rating and dexterity rating of the weapon. So we can see here, it'll give him +2 damage and extra crit bar fillage per hit, if you like. So yeah, seems pretty good. Let's do that.
And there you have it, an upgraded weapon. If you decide you'd like to have someone else use the weapon rune, never fear. The rune can be removed from the weapon as easily as you added it. Indeed, a weapon rune can be equipped and unequipped as many times as you please. Experiment to your heart's content. I'll leave you to finish your preparations for the battle now. Ah, well, there is one last thing. See, you also retrieved an ability crest. These crests allow you to grant your allies new abilities. Select a character who doesn't already have that ability and pick on the rune to apply its benefits to that character. But be cautious. Unlike weapon runes, assigning ability crests is permanent. Once you give a unit an ability, it's not possible to change your mind and give it to someone else. That's all. Prepare wisely.
So this crest gives might +2, and I think probably the most obvious person for that is Yova, although it does say she's already got something like that. So can I? It says she's already got it, so I don't think I can give it to her. So. I can give it to her, but kind of want to see their. Oh.
Here's one more thing you should know. When your allies battle together, they'll naturally grow closer to one another, as this closeness develops and cause a bond to form. You can cultivate these bonds from the bond screen.
It works a bit like XCOM this. They get sort of minor bonuses when you do this. So she can develop a bond with our set. We are pleased, no honoured. We are honoured to welcome. Doesn't that make sense to say welcome? We are honoured to be here to witness his ascension. Ascension, does that sound too divine? Hey Anna, what are you doing? You working on a speech? I'm trying to finish my speech for the coronation, if you must know. So if you don't mind, I really am busy. Yes, I know we're not going to the coronation anymore, but the speech was so close to being finished. It seemed like a waste not to finish it. Maybe we'll go to a coronation in future and I can reuse it. Oh, makes sense. Cut out our set. I know you too well for that nonsense. You think I'm being dumb. I didn't say that. You didn't have to. You're always just sitting there, quietly judging people. Why don't you go and help around camp instead of sitting here and bothering me? Some of us have actual work to do. Actual work, like writing a speech for a coronation you're not attending? Wow, you're right. Being crown princess really is a burden. As if you would know. You don't even pay attention to your lessons. You couldn't be in charge if you tried, and you never try. I don't think being in charge is half as hard as you make it sound. You're just too high-strung to slow down and take it one thing at a time. Oh really? Then how about we put you in charge for a day and see how it goes? Sounds miserable, but I'm in, just to show you it's not as hard as you think. Ha! Should be good. You can start by finishing the speech for the coronation. But we don't need a speech for the... Have fun! I'm going to be all set for a day. I think I'll start by sitting around in a forest doing nothing. Annaka, we... Oh. Okay, so despite arguing, they've actually... Their bond is... Annaka has 1 haste and reflex in combat while adjacent to our set. So, like I said, they seem to me kind of minor bonuses, but fine. But I want to go back here. What I want to do is see her stats. So she's got 0 might. Our set has 3 might, which suggests it might be worthwhile for bows. Kalan has 4. I have given him a bit more damage though. Gax 0, Golan's going to be 0, and then we've got Yova, who's very high, but yeah. I might take the opportunity to beef up our set's might a little bit then, maybe do a bit more damage. Okay, it doesn't seem to have applied there right now. So what's this other crest I've got? Improve the crit rating and accuracy of the weapon. Is it best to add this to someone who's got a high prowess? Is that what it's suggesting by highlighting that stat? Possibly. Crit rating and accuracy. I might give that to our set then. There we go, and that is kind of how the sort of upgrades system works. So we've seen the leveling, we've seen weapon upgrades, and stat bonuses and stuff. But I think we're going to leave it there for today, and for now, in fact. So, as I said, there's a new demo out on Steam as of the 27th of September. So you'll be watching this. I think this will go out on the 1st of October. Check it out. I think there's plenty more. I mean, I played this level and one after this, and I think there was a level after that as well that I didn't play because I just thought, okay, I'll feature this on the channel. It looks good. But I think it's quite a generous demo. If you want to download it and check it out yourself, highly recommend it. Let me know in the comments if it's something you'd like to see more of on the channel as well when it does come out. At the moment, there's no release date, but I can keep an eye on that and see how that develops. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, if you could hit that thumbs up button, and if you're watching this and not yet subscribed to the channel, if you could do that as well, that'd be amazing. So thanks very much. I hope to see you elsewhere on the channel for other games and other playthroughs. Bye for now.